So most people don't know that ChatGPT 5.4 can actually use your mouse and your keyboard to do the things that you would normally have to do. So I have GPT 5.4 already loaded up here, and I'm going to tell it that I needed to open Canva, pick a file called portrait from my downloads, put it in Canva, and then use Canva to remove the background from that. Now, I have to do this a lot because it's something that I spend time doing when I have to do thumbnails for YouTube and stuff. So I've gone ahead and I've sent it, and I'm not really gonna like use my hands or anything. It's gonna do it by itself. So as you can see, it's opened up Claude, Google Chrome, but because it's constantly watching the screen, it can realize that it's done the wrong thing, and now it's managed to open Google. Okay, so I want to see now it should be able to locate my bookmarks bar and find Canva and click on Canva to open it up and then go ahead and drop in a file. So again, I'm not doing any of this. This is happening completely autonomously with GPT 5.4. All right, it's going to add new, perfect. Let's see if it can find upload file. So you notice how if it was like a hard-coded thing, when it opened up Claude, it would have errored and crashed. But because it's actually, oh wow, it's searching. Because it's actually able to understand what's happening on my screen, it doesn't need to have anything hard-coded. So you can see it's searched for portrait. It's clicking on this. All right, now I want to see, it should be able to click open. Perfect. It's understanding every aspect of my screen. So it's even kind of figuring out that Canva is currently loading because it can see the loading bar. And we have, all right, it's opened up the image, which is great. Now I want to see if we can open it in an editor. Awesome. And I want to see it click on BG remover. That's the main thing. I want to see if it can do that. Right, so there's a BG remover button right up there. And also my Loom currently is blocking this. Wow, it managed to click on BG remover and the background is now being removed from the image. And as you can see that the little jumping icon is no longer jumping. So it's not actively running, but it has mapped its coordinates out already. And just like that, so no hands, nothing. It went ahead and did everything. And you imagine you could tell it to do so many different things. You could tell it to go into Notion, open up a new page and add a new day and log your new workout based on the current information it has now. Or tell it to go into Loom, find your most recent video, and use the AI voice changing software to change the name so you can send personalized Looms at scale. There's a lot of things you could do with this. And so today I'm going to show you how to actually set up this entire thing and how to use GPT 5.4. Okay, perfect. So let's get into how to actually build out this very simple but super powerful system. When you click the link in the description, it will take you to this Google Drive where you will see computer agent v2.zip. All you're going to do is download this, which will download a zip file. Okay, so let me bring this up. Here it is. Go ahead and unzip the zip file and you should have it sitting right there. Now the next thing you need is an IDE, so you can pick any one you want. I would recommend using Anti-Gravity by Google. It's powerful, it's free. You get a bunch of AI different models. They always have the newest one, like they have Sonnet and Opus 4.6 is there, and we don't have GPT 5.4 yet there, but you can get that through Codex. So if you want to do that, you can. Anyways, so here is the page. You can just download it for your specific machine. All right, and once you do that, you are gonna end up with a plain looking IDE, which stands for Integrated Development Environment. It's nothing fancy really. So this is what your thing should look like. We don't need Google anymore. Okay, so this is what you will have when you open it up. You probably won't have any workspaces there, but this is the basic thing. Here is how you can access your different agents, the different models that we have access to. So for example, you can see we have Gemini 3.1 Pro, we have Gemini 3 Flash, Sonnet, Opus, GPT OSS. So all you're going to do is grab that computer agent v2 and just drop it in to here and it will open it up. And you click on the Explorer, you can see the files that you have. So what you should be seeing right now is what you should be seeing right now is just these. So you have env example. So here's where you would need to put here. You have agent.py. You have brain, any of this stuff is, and here is a README file. So going on, you can just go ahead and read through the README file, which is obviously written in English. So it's very easy to understand what's happening. This is everything that's going to need to be installed. And then here you have your actual testing the API key that you need. All right. So the way to set up the whole thing is we don't want to set it up ourselves. We're gonna just tell the anti-gravity agent to set up the entire thing for us. All right. So just click on this. It'll toggle an agent, and you can pick any of these that you want. For example, I'm just gonna choose Gemini 3 Flash because it's a very fast model. And all I'm gonna say is read and understand the code base and set it up, install everything, and NV, right? Which just stands for virtual environment. So it's gonna go ahead and do the whole setup for us. And while it's in planning mode, you can just, for example, click on fast, and what that will do is it will make it execute quicker and it won't actually ask you to confirm how it's going to set it up. Now, if you're not technical and you don't know how to code, then it wouldn't make sense for it to tell you what it's going to do because you wouldn't know what it's going to do anyways. So you can just put it on fast and it's completely fine. So it's going to read everything here and do the whole setup for us. Okay, in the meantime, you need to get an OpenAI API key. So I'll show you how to do that. So you just go into Chrome and you're looking for this developer OpenAI. All right, OpenAI for developers, and click on this. And then go to the API dashboard, which will take you here. You will just need to log in. If you don't have an account, you can sign up. But if you do have one, then just go ahead and log in. And then click on API keys. And you have all your keys there. You do get a test key when you make your account first. And you create a new secret key by going here and typing in whatever you want and then pressing on create secret key. Now, you need to load like $5 into this account, which I think is the minimum is 5, and you can do a lot. You can do a lot of stuff with $5 in API credits. Anyways, once it generates the key for you, you need to copy it and save it somewhere safe because you actually won't get to see it again. All right, once you, like, even all these I've created, I can't access them anymore. So once you have it, store it somewhere safe because you can't find it again, and we need to use it in the setup. Okay, so it's gone ahead and made an implementation plan because it was on planning mode when I sent the request, even though it's on fast mode right now. Anyways, it's okay. So whatever plan it gives you, like you can see it's giving me a plan like this. You just let it press accept and let it do its thing. So it's gonna do everything, and once it's done, it'll tell you that it's done. Alright, so you can see how it says setup completed and it's given us instructions on how to run it. If it doesn't give you that, you can ask it what is the process for running this thing, and it'll just tell you. Alright, so now I have a terminal running here, and you can see that it's told us how to go about this. So just gonna press Control C on this. All right, that will activate the thing, and then it says python agent.py. All right, so let's go here and run python agent.py, and it says, what would you like me to do? So here we are, and as you can see, it's like a 5-minute setup using the anti-gravity agent itself. Now let's test it out. Okay, so I'm giving it a more complex request this time. So let's just see how it manages to pull it off. I wanted to open Notion. I wanted to move to Comp 2066. Notes. I wanted to get the shareable link. And the key with the link is it, okay, well, it managed to get that. Copy link. Perfect. Now the question is, how is it? All right, so this time I'm giving it a bit more of a complicated one. I'm telling it to go into Notion and copy a link and then open Google Chrome and send an email. Okay, so it's managed to open Notion. I want to see if it gets the right notes, which it did. And now I want to see if it can go to share, get the link, and then go to Chrome, open my email, and send a new email to a person I already told it. So what it needs to do now is actually copy the link. Wow, it's even granted general access. Okay, now it goes to Chrome. Perfect. Can then open up my Gmail. It managed to do that very well. All right. And now let's see if it can compose a new email. Okay, I ran out of API credits. Anyway, gosh. Okay, anyways, you get the idea. It could just, make sure you have enough money in your API account. Yeah, but it can do some crazy th okay.